Today we're going to do a little bit of craft, and we are going to make a tassel, and we're going to make a little tassel like this one here. And I was going to show you how to make this tassel in this, this lovely fine thread here, but I realised that doing that online you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing, so instead we're going to make it with this. So they're pretty easy to make, and this is a very basic tassel, and then from that you can do whatever you want and decorate it however you want, but we'll start with this. So we're going to cut a piece of thread for a cord, so that should do it, and then we're going to cut a couple of pieces of thread to tie up the tassel, and then you need a tassel making book. And a tassel making book isn't a book about tassels, it's a book that you can wrap your cord around. So we're going to use The Drunken Forest by Gerald Durrell because I like the title. And you hold your thread and just wrap it around the book. We're going to do 30 wraps. Okay, so that's about that much. Yeah, you can see that. Cut him off down here again. So we've started our thread down here, we've ended down here, so that our two ends are going to be at the base, because eventually we'll cut the rest of the threads there. We're just going to leave that lot here, and we're going to make our cord. So divide this in half. We need a bit of liquid, and I forgot to bring a glass of water. This end in my mouth, this end we twist. And twist until it's really tight. That looks about right. So then take the two ends, don't let them go, put them together, and then run your fingers down to the end and let it go. And as you can see, it'll twist up and you've got that nice little twist just there. Then tie a knot. So I'm going to wrap this around my fingers and bring that end through that loop I've made with my finger, like that. So there's the end, and pull it tight. That way it won't come undone. I'm going to do one more of those. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because that knot will become the bulb for your tassel. So we've got our threads here. We're going to take our cord with our little bit of a knot in it, and we're going to place that up here across the top of those folded threads. And then I'm pushing all of these threads around that knot. So if I show you that, you can see there's the knot in the middle just there, and I've pushed all these threads around it. And then we're going to take one of these, which are about, I don't know, maybe 40 centimetres long, 30 maybe centimetres long, and wrap it around, and it's about 1 centimetre down from that knot. And we're wrapping it around and pulling it tight each time. We wrap and we pull, and then pull it really tight and tie it in a knot, a double knot. For those of you who are not quite sure what sort of knot to use, I like the granny knots because they're really easy and they don't let me down. But let's do a knot again so you can see it. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing it up, and it's left over right and under and through, and then right over left and under and through. So I don't know whether you saw that or not. We'll do it again. So we pull that cord down so that knot that we did in here, the bulb that we did in here, is sitting at the base of all of these. And then we get the cord here, pull that up so we can see it, and get all of these threads and pull them down around that bulb. Just smooth them down and see if you can get them to cover any spots where it looks like they're a bit sparse. Pull them into place. Once we've done that and you've got that nice little bulb there, take your other piece of tassel cord, the thread, and tie it. And it's probably about 1.5 centimetres, 2 centimetres down. And we're going to wrap it around a few times, pull it really tight because it looks better if you can do that. I don't know if you can see that properly. We pull it really tight and do once again, right over left, left over right. Okay, so that's what you've got there. And then we're just going to cut these threads. If anybody wants help with any of these little videos, if you've got any questions, you can contact the gallery when we're all back there. I think also the gallery's got a Facebook page where you know, you can have questions answered there. I've got a Facebook page as well. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay, so there's your tassel. And it looks lovely with beads around here. I've also seen where people have used a big bead here. The other thing that people have done is to put all of these threads through a large bead here, so you have your bulb here and a bead here as well. There are all sorts of variations on it, but there you go. That's a nice basic tassel. So have a good week. Keep yourself safe, and I'll see you next week.